In the name of Allah Almighty, who is the most gracious and the merciful. Before we get started our topic, I would just like to introduce myself. Here is Tessie Nawaz. In today's video, we are going to talk about memory. That what's the basic definition of memory, its types, and how we can control memory loss. The study of human memory has been a subject of sciences and philosophy for thousands of years and has become one of the major topics of interest within cognitive psychology. Memory refers to the processes that are used to take information, store it, and recall information at a later time. In psychology, memory is broken into three stages. First one is encoding. Encoding is also called registration. It is the process of receiving. Storage, it is the memory stage and the creation of a permanent record. And the third one is retrieval. Retrieval means recall the recalling back of stored information. We must locate it and return it to our consciousness. Basically, memory is the means by which we draw our past experiences and then we could use information in the present time. Memory is essential to all our lives. Means without a memory of the past, we can't operate in the present or we can't think about the future. We wouldn't be able to remember even what we did yesterday and what we have done today and what we plan to do tomorrow. We may say that without memory, we couldn't learn anything. Memory is involved in processing huge amount of information. This information takes many different forms. Let's have a look at examples like images, sounds, or meanings. Human memory consists of three main categories. Sensory memory is first one, and then short-term memory and long-term memory. Long-term memory has further two types: explicit memory and implicit memory. These both requires conscious recall. Explicit memory further subdivided into semantic memory and episodic memory. Episodic memory is basically consists of personal experience and autobiographic memory and visual memory. Now we will talk about sensory memory. Sensory memory is the part of memory where any information is first registered. Our five senses of sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch are involved. Although sensory memory has a large capacity, it corresponds approximately to the initial 200 to 500 milliseconds after an item is perceived. A simple example of sensory memory is to look at an item and remember what it looked like with just a second of observation, and then we memorize. Next one is short-term memory. Short-term memory is stored and retrieved sequentially. For example, short-term memory include where you parked your car this morning and what you had for lunch yesterday, and remembering details from a book that we read like a few days ago. And information can only be stored for a brief duration in short-term memory, like 0 to 30 seconds. Most adults can store between 5 and 9 items in their short-term memory. Short-term memory, also called primary and active memory. Now let's have a look at what is long-term memory. Long-term memory is stored and retrieved by association. Long-term memory holds for longer periods than a few seconds. Information can be stored for a long duration. Long-term memory can last a lifetime. They are created until we die. Let's talk about example of long-term memory. It is the recollection of an important day in the distant past, like early birthday, graduation, and wedding, and work skills like we learn in our job out of school. And the long-term memory is generally well preserved in early and mid stage. Losing memory, forgetting is a common event. Just consider how often you forget someone's name and why do we forget information that we learned in past. Sometimes information is simply lost from memory. There are four basic explanations for why forgetting occurs. First one is failure to store, like someone never stored correctly in the first place, and the interference and motivated forgetting and retrieved failures like sometimes memory compete with one another, making it difficult to remember certain informations. Risky factors for memory loss: sometimes information is simply lost from a memory, and in other cases, it was never stored correctly in the first place. Memory factors play a role in memory loss, including genetics, age, and the medical conditions that affect the brain. There are also some manageable risky factors for memory loss, such as diet and lifestyle. Memory is a complicated process that's made up of a few different brain activities. Recalling the memory, no matter how great your memory is, there are probably a few things you can do to make it better. Drink coffee to improve your memory, consolidations, and the belief in yourself, and eat berries to work and for better long-term memory, and keep learning. A higher level of education is associated with better mental functioning in old age. Exercise to improve your memory recall, like walking, running, hiking, swimming, and dancing. And this one is my fave: sleeping. Sleep more to consolidate your memories, reduce sugar intake, and use all your senses, and avoid high calories diet and eat dark chocolates. I hope that's helped you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that's helped you. Thank you so much for watching.